We're not surprised. Jessica Tarlov is trending in this one as well as they discuss Kamala Harris changing policy positions. The flip-flopper. The copycatter. The coconut has fallen out the coconut tree and fallen and cracked on the floor. What can be unburdened? What has been burdened to what has been burdened. Somebody call Willie and check on his Willie. Somebody call Willie and check on his Willie. You just can't make this up, man. And of course, Jessica Tarlov is on this segment trending. You just can't make this up, man. Yeah, you just can't make this up, man. Told y'all, she don't got to submit a resume, an application. She don't got to do a background check. The View, the Spew, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, CNDC, CBC, CCCCS, I don't know. They are all accept her. Yeah, they're all say, welcome in, Jessica. We have also a cake in the break room for you. We really appreciate you being here. We love you, Jessica. Come on in. Yeah. Yeah, man. You just can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. Let's go and get into it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I want to thank you guys for all the love, unconditional love and support, man. It has been unreal, man. And again, I know a lot of y'all be reposting my clip. Please do whatever. Just only thing that's scary, what we're seeing is, you know, people that are claiming to be me, and there's even bots and all kind of stuff in the comment section. Again, I would never scam you guys. I've actually given back to you guys. I've spent money on you guys. I've donated to all kind of things, GoFundMe's, you know, people that are struggling. We've given out free stuff. We've sent out over thousands and thousands of mega hats already. I will never scam you guys, okay? But there are people in the comment that are, you know, comments, people on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook that are portraying as me. That is not me. You'll know if it's me. That is not me. Make sure y'all don't fall for any scams, please. I beg you, because it's big right now as the channel is growing and growing. People are also putting me at a certain status. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just like y'all, you know, and I want my tax dollars back too. You know, people are struggling. People are dying, man. This woke culture of no common sense. And people are clapping for all this nonsense that is going on, man. You know, it is crap. It is crap, man. All this woke culture. But again, I do not want you guys getting scammed. So please, you'll know if it's me. And then if also, when I respond back to you guys in the comments, I have the verification name. When you talk to me on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, you'll know it's me. So do not fall for any scams. And right now, again, this is why I send my prayers and love to you guys, man. Because right now, we're living in times where people are most desperate. You know, the scammers are they're getting a lot of people that don't know, you know, the true power of technology and how these apps and how this stuff works, man. They are scamming people, man. So please be careful. Don't fall for everything you see on the comment section of people that talking about investments or money or saying they got $20,000 this or $10,000 for you, or they can send you this or they can get you this. Please do not fall for that, man. Okay? I do not want you guys getting scammed and then people portraying as me. That is not me. There are literally 10. I don't care if people repost my clips, or there's people with all kind of fan pages and all kind of stuff that are even pages that are even monetized with my clips on there. I don't care, you know. And there's also people that post my clips that have pages that are not monetized. They're just supporting me, spreading the message, spreading the truth, because I do talk the truth. You know, I call it for what it is, man. Sorry, some people love to hear, some people don't like to hear. You might stand on this side of the aisle. That's fine. But just be aware of the scams, y'all. I want that to be known because that was talked about last night from a lot of big creators along with myself. So please, guys, be on the watch out, man, because it's getting more popular right now as we're living in times where people are way, way more desperate than ever, you know, and scamming is a big industry, and these people are trained. Okay. But anyway, let's get into this segment, man, with the 5 and Kamala Harris reversing on policies. Now she wants to flip flop. Now she wants the no tax on tips. She wants to build the wall. Can't make this up, man. But hey, they wiped Trump through the mud. And then on some of the stuff she's agreeing with, they call Trump a racist for. They said Trump was this and that. Let it all make sense, man.
Kamala has some splaining to do after weeks of ghosting the public with her policies. Veep Harris is finally going to sit down for a pre-taped chat with CNN tomorrow. But she ain't going solo. No siree, dragging Tim Walz along for the ride. And he can't go AWOLs on this one. Kamala's going to have to face the music on a growing list of her flip-flops. Despite co-sponsoring a bill that would require all new car sales to be EVs or zero emissions by 2040, Team Kamala now says it's a, quote, lie that Harris backs EV mandates. And it's not just electric cars. The word salad spewer has a buffet of 180s she made on the border wall, fracking, and your private health care. Roll it, Sven.
Well, by my plan, by 2045, we will have basically zero emission vehicles. Only 100%.
By the way, that wall will never get built.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
You support the Medicare for All bill. I believe it will totally eliminate private insurance. So for people out there who like their insurance, they don't get to keep it?
Let's eliminate all of that. Let's move on.
And the Democrats' elder cue ball, James Carville, is worried Harris went too far to the left in 2019 and will have a hard time walking it back.
Ineffective answer for 2018. Which was a disaster, which is not good. I really moved to the left in the primaries. And she needs an overarching answer to place all that in context. I think she will have one. That's the number one thing that worries me.
This is the problem, Jessica, isn't it?
Oh, we started off.
Perhaps if you're a Democrat, why not just be the same person all the time? You know, why adopt a different persona before an election, which is supposed to be centrist, and then when you get in, all of a sudden you go radical left? Why be two people? It's like having a secret family, Jessica, that you hide from other people.
I really can't believe people get away with that.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Jesse.
I feel like they don't anymore. Don't say that about Jesse. Like anyone else at the table. Sorry.
Stay with Jesse.
So this is pretty standard fare that someone who has run before had policies that they don't necessarily implement while they're in office. And the closest proxy for what Kamala Harris would be is who Kamala Harris was as VP and part of the Biden-Harris ticket. And I understand that that is a problem for some people, but you cannot run from that. You can run from a position you took in 2019. And we've discussed this before. You know, I think that she could do very well to roll the clips, right? Show me what I said, and I'll explain to you about how different it is once you're actually governing, and that you can't get things like that passed. Something like—
Oh, man, you just can't make this up, y'all. You just can't make this up, man. So, kid, they need to walk Jessica off the show. What did she just say?
Like a Medicare for All, for instance. A lot of people wish that we could have great public health care and that you didn't need private health insurance, but they wouldn't go and say you should eliminate private health insurance, and that's how
Only
President
a communist would say that.
That's not true.
It
all
is
over
true.
Europe, they're not communists.
We'll be right back.
But
all over Europe, wealthy people get private health insurance because the other system sucks.
But they're not. But the people who advocate for public health insurance are not communists, and a lot of people do. When I was there, I used the NHS.
Oh boy!
I lived in London.
Did y'all see? Look at their face right here. Look at everybody's face towards Jessica right here. Oh man! Oh, and then like Judge Dean, she's like smirking at all three of them, like, yeah. Oh, Jessica. She keeps those Fox ratings up, huh? Boy. That conflict of interest, huh? Boy, boy, boy.
A lot of people do. When I was there, I used the NHS. Are they though?
I lived in London, and it was terrible. I got my own private doctor.
Same.
He actually moved in with me.
That's a beautiful story. But I think that people are going to have a lot of trouble pinning her down as just a massive flip-flopper, looking at...
Pinning her down, Jessica.
Come on.
I think you need to make a correction right now.
Jessica, come on.
Get her off the show!
Really?
I can't today. Whatever. When you are competing against Trump...
She's laughing. Look, she's laughing because she knows, man. She knows. She knows. You know?
When you are competing against Trump, who has a long record of doing... I'm for a national abortion ban. I'm not...
Talk about her.
Well, but I'm talking about the race that she's participating in. And she's running against someone who wants to ban TikTok, then doesn't want to. I'm for a national abortion ban. No, now I'm not. I'm for visas for highly skilled migrants. Now I'm not. Those are the standards by which she's going to be judged, which I think will be a help for her if she is coming back from taking positions that are not that popular.
All right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, Dana, it seems like so Waltz is going to be accompanying Kamala. It's kind of like bring your weird uncle to work day. You know, who said that these interviews could be a +1? I mean, how great is that?
If I ever run for president, I'm definitely taking you with me.
Yeah.
It would be for the comic relief. You'll help me out there. I don't think this is that big a deal, except that, yes, most tickets have appeared together, but only after the candidate has gone through a primary, done a bunch of interviews. So we've gone 40 days without ever learning anything. And on a lot of the things that Jessica mentioned, Trump has actually had to answer questions as to why did he change his mind, and she hasn't had to do that. And the other thing that's happened in the last 40 days is with anonymous campaign aides putting out little pieces of information like, oh, she's no longer for electric vehicle mandates. Oh, she's no longer for fracking. Oh, no more Medicare for all. So I'm thinking, why have they done that? So they've spent 40 days allowing her to be called a flip-flopper. Instead, she could have just made that news tonight in her first interview. And then she could have explained, because she needs to find a way to make news tonight or tomorrow night when that interview takes place, or the news will be made for her.
I just want to make a note to the viewers that when we say flip-flop, we don't mean it literally. She's not on her back and flipping to her stomach. So we want to make sure that you understand it's an analogy. It means changing your mind repeatedly. Judge, it seems that Kamala does have a dual personality that can only exist if the media just keeps their hands off her, and that's why they picked the friendlies at the CNN bureau.
Well, you know, when you think about it, here's a woman who is trying to break the ultimate glass ceiling. All right, this would be the first female president in the history of this country. And she needs to drag along the coach so that she can survive this interview. Why? Because she'll probably spend about half the time answering the questions, because once she starts with a word salad, he's going to be able to jump in and save her. And, you know, the Wall Street Journal today talked about, I mean, it was a deliberate attempt, quote, to limit her potential exposure risks for her and limit her answers, and it'll be harder to do a follow-up. So they are wringing their hands for the past, 30 days. Who's going to do the interview? Who do they pick? CNN and Dana Bash. Now, Dana Bash is the one, everybody was happy with the debate. But a debate is different from an interview. An interview requires a follow-up question.
Yes.
And that is the difference. And the truth is that Kamala lacks confidence. But Dana Bash is the individual who said to J.D. Vance, she was not the border czar. She was there only to find out what the root causes of immigration are. You know, she's right in there going in to make sure that you follow what her political ideology is. And we've watched the woman for 3.5 years. She is a word salad mess. The only time she makes sense is when she reads a teleprompter. And if reading a teleprompter is all you need to be president, then I need to be president too. I mean, and so can any third grader. So in the end, you've got a woman who doesn't have the confidence, and I can't imagine her meeting with Xi Jinping or Putin. She's going to drag the coach along too.
That would be fun. You know, Jesse, I think James Carville, your good friend.
I wish. He never does my show.
I know. Well, he hates you. I think that's clear.
He told me to stick a tampon up my nose.
I know. It wouldn't be the first time. You know, but he does kind of hint at this unspeakable truth that you can only be a leftist when no one's paying attention. But when people start paying attention, then you gotta lie. And that's what's happening with Kamala.
She's probably going to show up to the debate with a bandage on her ear. She's going full ultra MAGA at this point. And to Jessica's point, Trump changed his position on national abortion ban because of the Roe v. Wade decision. That was a pretty big decision that had to create. You also changed her position on TikTok. These are small things. She's changed every single position she's ever had. You said she has problems in 2019. She has problems for the last 4 years, and she has problems now because this last week she got cooked. This was a huge vacuum where she took the week off to prepare for a CNN interview or a debate or whatever the hell she was doing for the last week. And the media got annihilated by Republicans because the media is trying to defend her record. And even they can't defend her record because they don't know what her record is. Kamala doesn't know what her record is. The Kamala campaign doesn't know what her record is. They won't send Walls out to do interviews because he doesn't know what her positions are.
All they know is joy. We're running off joy. Hey, everybody. Joy, 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 joy. They are running off joy. Crap, man. And it's sad that not one single person can tell me one accomplishment. Not one single person can tell me. Not one Kamala Harris voter can tell me. Not one. And this is why you see those videos. Well, because she's a woman. We need a woman. Finally, we need a woman. You know, I was going for Hillary because she was a woman back in 2016 too. And then on top of that, guess what? Guess what? I didn't even finish. She's a black woman. You can't make this up, man. I tell you, you cannot make this up. It's crap. And I know y'all are sick of hearing a black woman. I know y'all are sick of hearing identity politics, and even if she's not even black. And I don't care what she is. Indian, Puerto Rican, Latina, Asian, Filipino, Vietnamese. I don't care. And it's sad that we have to hear this all the way to November 5th, man. Identity politics. It seems to me like their only winning point is joy and first black woman president. If she's black or not. But when it comes down to the election, she's black. When it comes down to getting a vote, she's black, I guess. Unbelievable, man. I'm sick of this race hustling, this race baiting. I'm sick. Man, it's disgusting, man. It really is. Who is qualified to get the job done? But hell, Trump is a dictator. He's a threat to our democracy, a threat to our system. It's our system. Their corrupt system. Corrupt system. He's going to be a dictator on day one. He's a racist. Project 2025. Project 2025. It's crap, man. It's crap. You know, and the mainstream media, boy, they've got a lot of people, man. A lot of people are brainwashed. A lot of people can't think for themselves. And that's why I tell you, one reason why a lot of people are in the position they're in now, because they can't think for themselves. I'm telling you, so many people be way better off. Their life would be completely different if they knew how to think for themselves. You know? You got to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not getting in the line. I'm not getting in the line. Everybody else in the line. I'm not getting in the line. I'm going to figure this out myself. I'm going to figure this thing out. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to see what this really means. They told me what it means, but I need to figure out what it really means. That's what it comes down to. Facts over emotions. Common sense. And right now we have no common sense. We have the woke culture of no common sense. And that's why America is where it's at now. And why we're living in these times. Biggest history yet. And I ask people, how has... It's coming down to this. How has your life been these last 3.5, 4 years? Under this leadership, how has your life been? How has your friends' life been? Your loved ones? Your neighbors? How has your life been these last 3.5, 4 years? But hey, we're going to have joy. Joy. Yeah, all right.
So this was a terrible week. She got no bounce out of the convention.
That's not true.
She's no bounce.
She got a 4-point bounce, and
No
she's
bounce.
in Georgia today campaigning.
Okay, she got no bounce,
Oh, you
Jessica.
got no bounce.
Look at the polls.
Okay.
And
I
she's
do
now
look at the
down
polls.
in all the battleground
That's not
states.
true.
Real clear, check it out.
Okay.
Right now, in the break, I'll prove you wrong.
Okay.
And she's down in the betting markings. You can check that in the break, too. 39 days to decide whether you want to do a CNN interview. It took her 39 days. That's insane. They're probably doing mock interviews. Remember how she had to go to that dinner party in D.C.? They held a mock dinner party. They had to prepare to go to a dinner party.
Fork?
I don't think
Then
that's
you're
what they
forced.
were preparing for, okay? This woman, since the RFK Jr. endorsement, has lost every news cycle of every day for the last week. Everybody knows she has no clue what her identity was, what her positions are. And if you have to have people come out in writing and change your positions, you haven't seen actual surrogates from Kamala Harris go on TV and explain this. You know why? Because they can't. And these are professional spinsters. And even they can't defend the flip-flop.
Have you checked in with any conservatives about the RFK endorsement and the impact of Tulsi Gabbard being on the campaign? Because I don't think it's good for your side.
You don't think having RFK endorsed is good?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, because it makes Donald Trump a completely unserious conservative candidate.
Unserious?
It's
She's the most...
Oh, get Jessica off the show. Oh, man. CNN is saying, come on. The View, MSNBC, I'm telling you, they come on, Jessica. That's our Jessica. Yes. That's our Jessica. Yes. Oh, boy.
Unserious. She laughed for 3.5 years. I hate using that word about Donald Trump.
We'll take RFK Jr., okay?
You
we'll
take him and the
We'll take him.
and
We'll
the
take him
whale
and we'll take him and his
better
votes.
food, better health for the American people.
The
I mean,
man
no
is a
one has
loon.
talked about that.
All right,
He's not
all
gonna
right. I
lose.
just want to make some clarifications. When Jesse said that Kamala is changing positions, he meant political positions. Also, when he claimed that Kamala got cooked, he didn't mean literally.
Right.
You meant just on...
Not cannibalized.
Yeah, not
Yeah, not
cannibalized,
Uncle
right?
Bob.
The reason he's backing Jesse up in our sarcastic way, but as y'all can see, these last couple takes, man, they've tried to again take people's words and take them out of context to make Jesse seem like he was saying something inappropriate about Kamala Harris, which he wasn't. Same how they do Trump and the Republicans, and how they spin things, take things out of context to make people look in a negative, evil, sick way. So you got to come on here and back yourself up, man, and set the record straight. Same how they did J.D. Vance, because he was pro-family. Anyways, man.
And when you mentioned spinsters, you were talking about political spin.
Not the women.
Not the women. Okay,
Not the
so I just want to
childless
make that
cat
clear.
Thank
They're
you,
out
Greg.
there. I don't want anything misconstrued.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you,
All my
Greg.
interviews now.
Appreciate you, brother Greg.
Click here.
We appreciate you, brother Greg. You're such a good man, Greg. Everybody loves Greg. I tell you that. That fella right there is a true patriot. But hey, man, I love you guys, man, and I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life. We got to go review this new Trump had a massive announcement and speech that just aired. So we're gonna go cover that. Make sure y'all stop by, man. Shout out to all them beautiful, hardworking patriots, my brothers and sisters around the world, man. I love you guys, man. And I come on here to keep it real. I don't mean to interrupt so much and talk, but it's coming from the heart, man. You know, me being in a Democrat family, you know, and then now seeing a lot of my family members that are voting Trump this year. A lot of people that are just sick and tired, man. You know, seeing what's taking place right now. And seeing how corrupt this thing really is and what they're against, man. You know, and seeing everything hit the fan, you know, of what they were talking about. But they said it was, we were crazy and there was conspiracy theories. Now it's conspiracy facts. You know, it's just like, man, you can't make this stuff up, you guys. You know, but hey, I love y'all. We're finna go cover some more things, man. Make sure you have them post notifications on that you don't miss a video. And we love you guys, man. I love you. One love to the human race. One love to we the people, man. And the fight continues. We are in a fight to get our country back, man. Do not let them forget, man. We are in a fight, y'all. We encourage everybody to go out and vote. It has to be too big to rig, baby. Too big to rig. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.